Welcome back to the channel, guys. Well, it's another one of those videos where I unveil my new long-term machine. So this isn't my own personal bike. This is a bike I've got for the summer. Probably needs to go back to about September time, something like that. But I'm really excited about this. This is a machine I've not even ridden before. So completely new. I've ridden bikes based on this before, and I'll tell you, it is a naked machine. It's got a bit of a lump at the back, but shall we unveil it? I won't keep you in suspense any longer. Let's have a little bit of unveiling of this new machine. So unfortunately, before I do that, what it does mean is the GX is going back to Suzuki. So I've still got it here at the moment, but it's got to be returned to standard. That's going back, and this is going to be my new long-termer for 2026. So I feel very lucky, very privileged to be in a position to have bikes like this to use in the garage. But without further ado, let's have a little bit of unveiling. There's a wing mirror for you, bar end mirrors. It's actually got, my first ride on this video, I'm going down to Le Mans tomorrow for the 24-hour bike racing. So my first ride on this bike will be all the way down to Le Mans. But let me just tease you a bit more. I'll remove one of the sheets here. Pyramid Plastics dry bag. Can you guess what it is yet? Shouldn't really do that. But there we go. Let's pull the covers off and I will reveal my new machine. So, of course, it's a BMW R1300R, fully loaded. This is like the sports version, which this even has the automatic clutch. Now, I wasn't sure whether I wanted to try the automatic clutch. I'm not convinced about these automatic transmissions, so I thought, why not have a bike for the season to really get to know it, so I can report back to you guys what I really think to it at the end of that period. So this is the auto. It's also got fully loaded, this machine. I'll tell you what, let's push it outside and you can have a proper look at it. Okay, so this isn't outside of my house. I am actually in Le Mans in France, Normandy. So I thought I'd do the walk around here. I rode down here yesterday, 500 miles or so. So the bike's a bit dirtier than what it was in the start of the video, but I thought we'd do a run through and look at it out here. So here she is, my new long-termer. I'm talking about this one, not that one. Some of you will be going, well, why didn't you get the M? Oh, was there an option to get an M? Well, it's all too similar to my Super Duke, isn't it? The M1000R. The thing with the R1300R is obviously it's a bit more, it's a naked, so it's similar, it's a naked, but it's a lot more comfortable than the Super Duke or the M1000R. I mean, just look at the seat option here. Look at the seat on the R1300R. Look at the seat on the M. Now, a little spoiler for this trip, I'm glad I wasn't on that. For the 500 miles it took me to get down here, because this bike, I'll say breezed it, but there'll be a full video coming of my trip down here on this machine, so I don't want to spoil too much about that. Let's have a little bit of a quick look through the features of this fine steed. So of course this bike is based on the Boxer GS platform, so of course you've got the big cylinders sticking out of this machine. One of the main differences to the GS is, of course, this has got conventional forks. So it doesn't have the telly lever setup. This is conventional fork setup. It's fully electronic, of course, so it will change when you change the modes and everything. So it's a fully electronic setup. It's very similar, sort of the back of the machine, to the R1300 RS I had a test ride on last year. So all of the rear of the bike is the same. Excuse the straps, this is just where I've had my luggage on it, but I like the sort of the BMW Motorrad badging on the pillion seat, and what I really like are these sort of integrated tail lights. I think that really mean. You've of course got all the practicality of having the shaft drive, so no chain maintenance on this. So this is sort of a bit of a more mature naked, isn't it? So the Super Duke's fantastic. The Super Duke eggs you on, makes you want to go fast. I think, well, little spoiler, this is a bit more I'm going to say sedate, because it's still got loads of punch, it's got loads of go, but it doesn't egg you on. It doesn't egg you on to go fast. It can go fast, and it is bloody quick when you twist the throttle grip. I mean, it's not M1000 quick, but it's got a nice bit of grunt, and what is so great about it is that grunt. The way it pulls. Yeah, I killed a few flies on the way down. This one is fully loaded, so it has the Akropovich, and I think they call it the polished headers. Not quite so polished now after 500 miles. As you can notice, there's no clutch lever on this one because this is the ASA Auto. Now, BMW said, you know, they gave me some choice on specs. What I said I want the motorsport one with all the motorsport colours because I really love that, and it really goes really well with my new helmet. But I didn't really want the auto because I'm not entirely sold on these sort of semi-automatic motorcycles. But I thought, well, hang on, if I use this bike for the summer, I can really get used to that system, and I can give you some proper feedback on what I think it's like and if it's worth having. So on the BMW system, you get no clutch, but what I do like is you get the gear lever. So once you are rolling, you know, it's almost like a conventional bike with a quick shifter blipper setup. So you can just go up and down on the lever, you know, without using the clutch. So it's only the low speed stuff pulling away, slow speed control, where you're going to be missing that clutch. So yeah, I'm quite interested to see how I get on with the ASA system. And I'm going to be completely honest, you know, with my feedback on this machine. I'll let you know exactly what I think to it. This isn't a bike I've ever test rode before. So when I rode this down, you know, the first ride on this was all the way down, was a 500-mile ride, was my first ride on this machine. And like I say, there's a video coming all about it. So I'm not going to sort of give you any ride impressions. This is just sort of an announcement that I've got this as a long-termer. As well as the ASA, this has the radar cruise as well. So what I love about this bike is you have all of the toys that's on the GS. Auto box, adaptive cruise control, all of the modes, fully electronic suspension, shaft drive, you know, so it's got a lot of really nice real world features. I mean, don't get me wrong, this bike starts at, I think, just over 13. This one, fully loaded, is just over 20 grand. So it's not a cheap option. It's certainly not a cheap option. The sports pack also has the billet rear sets, which are rather nice. Oh, there's some adjustment on these as well. So these are back and as low as possible. So you do have an option to bring them forward because the riding position is quite sporty with your feet in line with your hips sort of thing. So, but they are in the rearest position. So I've got some options to play with that for one. Rear power. I like the red sporty accents on the bike. And what I really like is this sort of textured, sort of rubberized sort of cover that goes on the tank here. So you don't have to worry about scratching the tank. You know, if you want to tour, you can move around on the bike without worrying about scratching the paintwork. So I do quite like that. I do like that motorsport colours, and I like these little like red pieces here. Some sort of deflector for the radiator outlet, but they've done it in red. Makes it stand out. I like that. So there will shortly be a video to follow of my trip down to Le Mans on this machine. I didn't want to go on the motorway, so I took some diversion through Normandy. So I've been going through lovely little towns, stopping at every patisserie, stocking up on pastries. It's been a hell of a trip down. So there'll be a video coming of that shortly, and there's also going to be a bit of a vlog from Le Mans itself. So we've got some access with BMW. I think we've got access to the garages. I don't quite even know what this weekend's going to involve. All I do know is it's going to be very, very cool. So really quite excited to bring you the first ride on this bike down here and the videos which I'm going to do at Le Mans. So if that sounds of interest and you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe, like, all that jazz, and I will see you on the next one. Cheers, guys. Here it is. There we go. Fuel 10k. Oh God, it's 10k away. I've got 5k range. Ready? We'll just let's try that. Come on, you're not letting me down here, sat nav, are you, with this one? I've only seen tractors so far. I haven't seen any cars. It's obviously it's a Renault. I mean, who else would buy them apart from the French? It's a Moulin Rouge. Gone downhill a little bit, hasn't it? Nice bike. Thank you. Yeah, I see me and this bike are going to get on. I can see it. We're going to get on. This is what you missed out on today, do you? Do a rev pump. I've got no clutch. Sorry, love. I think this is a donut. Right, I'll switch you back on in a minute. I'll either be at the side of the road or I'll be at the petrol station. I'm not going to eat all of that now, obviously. I'm going to have a go.
Well, we've just hit 0 miles range. We're now on fumes. 4 o'clock almost, and another 2 hours 42. My body is starting to get a bit sore now. My ass! Oh god, that hurts. My ass is welded to the seat.